Hi, I am Sumana Moole. I'm a gastroenterologist in Johns Creek, Georgia. Welcome to my channel. The reason I'm making this channel is to kind of put together common questions, common issues we see in the world of gastroenterology, making that information available to others who might be able to use it, and rather than Googling symptoms as we all do from time to time. Since this is the first video, I want to introduce myself and give a little bit of background, and then we'll move on over the next few sessions to addressing common complaints, common questions we see. And if there's anything that you need us to answer, please do post in the comments. So I have graduated from med school back in India. In India, we do not go through undergrad school or undergrad college right after high school. We go into med school, so we start really at a younger age. I was 16 at the time of starting med school. I had accelerated through one of the classes in high school, and around 21 when I graduated from med school. Then we go on to do a year of what's called a house surgency. It's like an internship with basically all clinical experience. And then moved to the US, trained in internal medicine in Wayne State University in Detroit, which was an amazing experience. Given that it's a huge university located in the heart of Detroit, you see all kinds of pathology and population disease conditions, which is really gives you a nice core foundation for internal medicine or any other specialty. An interesting fact about Wayne State is that's where emergency medicine was born. The big book of emergency medicine, Tintinelli, was written by Dr. Tintinelli, who was in the one of the physicians in the ER there, and we had the fortune to work with Dr. Tintinelli's daughter at the time of my training. After Wayne State, I moved to Penn State, Central Pennsylvania, to Hershey Medical Center, where I completed my fellowship, which again was a very, so to say, a rigorous but an amazing experience, given that it was a tertiary hospital, which means that we got referrals from everywhere around in the community of cases that were too difficult to deal with in the community setting. So we got to see these complicated cases again. Great way to start, or a great foundation for training. From then, I moved to serve the veterans at the VA hospital affiliated with Penn State in Lebanon. Worked there for several years and moved south to Tampa, Florida to work at a large multi-specialty practice. This gave me insight into how things work in the community level. From there, we moved to Atlanta several years ago to be closer to family and friends. Again, I worked in the community setting here. Throughout my work experiences in different settings with the VA hospital or the community settings, I felt like something was missing in the doctor-patient relationship, meaning sometimes they would come in with all these questions, we would hardly have time to answer them. They left with more questions or more anxiety than when they came in with. And I was wondering, why not start my own practice and try to be there, be present for the patients, and empower them, educate them while we are at it. That extra minute that we give them goes a long way. And so I founded Merus Gastroenterology and Gut Health about more than a year ago here in Johns Creek, and it's been very satisfying. It's a great learning process for me to the whole process of setting up the practice and all the different things that come with it, but it's been a very good experience so far. The gut health part we do focus on, meaning it is really trying to understand the lifestyle of our patients and see if there's any room for improvement. Oftentimes leads to big changes in their health rather than depending on medicine or medications at all times, because oftentimes medications can cause side effects as well. And so it's very satisfying to see how a little bit of coaching education can go a long way in keeping one healthy and well. So yeah, you can find us at merusgastro.com. Our practice phone number is 770-400-0828. But of course, you'll see the links below as well. And I will come up with some common questions we see. If there is anything that you're particularly interested in, please let us know. Until then, thank you for watching and see you next time.